Hello, 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 beautiful projector friends, and welcome to your reading for the first 2 weeks of July 2025. My name is Christy, and I am so unbelievably excited to be back after a 4-month hiatus. Now, sometimes life throws us a bunch of tower moments, stacked one on top of another, and that can really, I was using it, my energy was polluted. And we cannot serve from an empty cup. And I have spent the last couple of, ever since it all started, I have been continuously working towards cleaning up that energy so as better to serve you. Now, let's keep in mind that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So it will resonate with some, but not with others. But often I do find that you can garner something from it. And what else did I want to say? I don't know. Let's just move forward. It'll come to me. Alrighty. So this week I'm going to start with a message from the mermaids. Now this, I'm going to be taking my kayak out for her maiden voyage today. And so we'll see what I see in the water while I am out there. And then I will also be pulling a Work Your Light Oracle card for some guidance for our beautiful projectors. And then I'm very much feeling in tune with my feminine energy. So I will be using the Modern Witch Tarot. And then last but not least, I will be pulling a postcard from Spirit just to kind of wrap things up energetically. All right. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, I would be so grateful if you would share my channel with other people who are into human design, whether or not they are just getting started out, whether they are resident experts. You know, we are a relatively small group, but growing in this esoteric woo-woo space. And I'm just really honored to be a part of it. So yeah, I would really appreciate that. All right, so let's get going with your reading. Okay. Angels, ancestors, ascended masters, friends, family, fairies, God, spirit guides, and the universe all around me and within me. Please assist me in sharing a beautiful message for our reflector friends for these first 2 weeks of July. Woo! I'm recording this on June 30th, so we're very close energetically, and I cannot wait to see what Spirit has for you, projectors. Okay, we'll start with hope. Oh, I love that. What a gorgeous card. Okay, so we've got a mermaid inside. So with this deck, now some of the mermaids are half in and half out, but most of them are underwater. So when I have a mermaid that is half in and half out, that means that she is balanced in two places, right? So she is anchored where she's supposed to be, which is in the water, but she's also open to doing some exploring. And we actually need hope to do that. Now, we actually also see this beautiful kind of, it's not actually a rainbow. It's a rainbow behind her, but these other streams of light are also balancing it out. Okay, so we've got this hope for you. Okay, so projector, there is hope. So don't lose hope in whatever situation that you are looking at right now, and know that you're anchored and open to expansion. Okay, and being a little uncomfortable, right? If you're also in these two places and you aren't quite, we can only grow if we're uncomfortable, and hot damn have I ever grown in the last 4 months. Yikes. Really, really a lot. And I'm so grateful for it. And being on the other side, you know, it is something else. Okay. So it's worth it. Okay. So don't lose hope in whatever situation that you have. In fact, embrace it. All right. This guy's just reminded me to keep tying in human design. As a projector, right, you are able to see, I forgot, I did it with the reflectors. I forgot with the manifestors because that was it's a very funny reading. If you want to go and check it, if you have any manifestor friends or kids or whatever, and you want to go check it out, yeah, it's my reading, right? So for me, I'm a manifestor, and I have a lot of fun in that one. Anyways, but I also forgot to tie it to human design. So I just got a reminder. Go back, tie it to human design, honey. Okay. All right. So as a projector, remember you have this like you're a projector literally, because like the lens is like this, but you can see like this, right? So you are actually more like the light in the background than you are the light is more important than the mermaid for you, okay, as a projector, because like you can even see it's got that projector shape of like source in the sky, and then they're projecting down on it. So take what you will from that. All right, so let's find out what Work Your Light has to say for you, my beautiful projectors. Okay, and we have boundaries. Ooh, this came up with the manifestors too, okay? Boundaries, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay, so we have this beautiful, a beautiful being in the middle, and look at this. All of these other things are reaching for them, okay? They're reaching. And so what I'm getting from this is a lot of people want a lot of things from you right now, that there's a lot of demand on your time. Now, as a projector, you don't have a ton of energy, right? Remember, you have a smaller battery, but it is more efficient. So you need to be using it in the right places in order to be aligned with your human design. Now, if you don't, right? If you don't have good boundaries, and again, like you have this vision, as long as people are asking for your advice and your input, you are free to give it, right? That's your waiting part of the invitation. And it's looking like a lot of people are asking of you right now. Now, just because people ask you to do things and you're good at it, doesn't mean that you have to say yes, okay? That's really, really important. I have really learned the art of saying no, okay? I am dating online right now, and it's been really fun, and it's been a really good exercise in being like, no, and using intuition, okay? I'm getting also like using your intuition of where to say yes and where to say no, right? If it feels good, you should move towards it. If it doesn't feel good. Example, I had a discovery call with one of the first people, actually like the first people that I messaged with on Tinder, okay? I'm very open and honest, so we're just gonna do it. And we had a discovery call, and it was like an hour. Like I'm 100% catfish free, because it sounds like I've gotten over an illness or something, like, yeah, I'm catfish free, because I make them do these discovery calls, and the discovery call went okay, but it did have a couple of red flags, but it was an hour, so I was amused and all that kind of stuff, and then I was happy to meet him for a date, and then we texted afterwards, and more red flags, and it was supposed to be the first person that I met, like in person, to see if we connect, and I was like, no, my intuition is saying, no, this guy was like picking a fight with me over the fact that I only had an hour and a half to spend with him. And I was like, no. And it was so empowering. So good boundaries. So what I'm saying here is boundaries, like you're being called, okay? You are being called to exercise good boundaries. All right. So let's see what our friends in the tarot have to say. Okay, I'm being called to do a situation obstacle advice reading for you right now. So let's take a look. Oh, there's one. Okay, there's our situation. Okay, so our situation is we have the Hanged One. This is the gender neutral deck, which is really, really lovely. So we have the Hanged One as our situation, which is somewhat needing to look at a new perspective. Maybe you need some patience in your life. It can kind of be like hanging around, but also not not being in a rush. Okay, so the situation right now is the Hanged Man, and then we have our obstacle is the Page of Swords. Okay, we'll come back to this. And the advice, Nine of Swords. Okay. So we can always move, by the way, with advice, we can always move away from certain energies. And, okay. It's interesting. The other readings that I had were love readings, and this is not. So, it's just what some of you need. Now, again, this will resonate with some of you and it won't with others. So, and that is all fine. However, they are really tying. I mean, it's still a very positive reading. Okay. So in our situation, we have a major arcana card. Okay, so this means that it's more of a bigger part of your life, right? More important. But here is the thing, is that a lot of the major arcana cards, they play out in the background. Okay, so it's not like it's like this huge thing. It's more of like an inner feeling that you have. Now, if you can pair it with hope. Okay, so again, patience, understanding, but it's more about perspective. It's about shifting. Okay, so it is sorry, I'm at the point where I'm starting to need glasses, but maybe not quite on this. Okay, so we've got the number 12. Okay, we've got the number 12. When we add 1 and 2 together, we get a 3. And 3s are about growth. Okay, so remember, like growth happens on the other side of things that are difficult, right? And we have a difficult situation, or maybe even multiple difficult situations. Okay, so the advice is to take a look at your pain. Okay, so the 9 of Swords. So 9 of Swords is like it's almost over. Okay, like it's almost over. Whatever you have been going through in the past little while, okay, things that might have been keeping you up at night, you know, like this can be like, it seems like it's like a never ending nightmare. But the thing is this person can get out of bed. Okay, like they are choosing to hide. They are choosing to stay. They are choosing to give up hope. Okay, and you are being told, no, not right now. I don't think so. Okay, so how do you do it? You're going to set some boundaries. See, so for some of you, in order to get out of this, right, we need to. Now, what's the obstacle? The obstacle is that the Page of Swords, okay, and your lack of being in this energy, because the Page of Swords is about trying something new. It's about new thought patterns, okay? It is about getting that new perspective. So what's holding you back? So that's my question for you, okay? You can answer that in the comments, okay? What is holding you back, okay? Because are you feeling bitter, okay? That is a really, okay? This can cause bitterness. Okay, the 9 of Swords can cause bitterness, and that is your not self-theme projector. And you need to move away from it. And how we can do that is by changing like our situation. Pages are about new paths and like learning new things, right? And so there's a curiosity to this card that Spirit's saying that you're lacking right now. Okay, so again, for some of you, not all of you, but where are you stuck? Okay, where are you stuck right now in your life? Because if you feel stuck, you need a different path. And in order to do so, you need to open up to it. Okay, you need to open up to it. So the situation is that you require a shift in perspective. Okay, the Page of Swords will provide it. Okay, the Page of Swords, a curiosity about how to resolve something in a different way, how to do something in a different way, how to make different choices so that you don't keep repeating this never-ending cycle, right? And Spirit is saying the way that we do that is through hope and boundaries, okay? Hope and boundaries. Let saying no feel good, okay? Allow yourself, okay, thank you. Okay, allow yourself to feel good. Give yourself that permission, all right? Okay, we're gonna wrap up with a postcard from Spirit. Okay. Dearest you, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself in the world. So get the answers you seek to define yourself in the world. So go get the answers you seek. You must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that Spirit is in all things? I tell you what, the one thing that has not faltered in these last few months, where I have honestly felt like I was been on trial for the first time in like a lot of years, okay, is that my faith and spirit never faltered, not even a single time. And that's something just so wonderful that I can get out of the last few months. Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories. So do human beings, okay? We love them. For they like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about your story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story that you tell about it. So make sure that they're stories that you are proud of. Genuine Loving Fan Club. Well, I hope you heard that. Okay, it's my honor to share these messages from Spirit through me. And once again, I would like to thank you in advance for liking, subscribing, and sharing my channel with your human design friends so that we can grow together. All right. Well, I hope you have a couple of great 2 weeks, and I will see you back on the 15th. Bye.